Eugene v. Debs. Or should I say, Victor Debs v. US. Okay, I intended that pun right there, but for now, guys, all you have to know about Eugene v. Debs is that he's an awesome guy. I mean, at least, yeah, he's a socialist, and according to Mr. Beat, a dirty socialist. Well, that's probably what Mr. Beat will call him. But this guy is really underrated. I know he's a socialist, and I'm not sure I kind of hate socialists that much, but sure enough, this guy's one of the best people in town. So who is this guy? Let's get started. Darkshan, Eugene v. Debs. By the way, this is not a Supreme Court case. Eugene v. Debs is the name, not VSSV. So hey guys, who is Eugene v. Debs? That's what we're gonna answer today, and as short as possible. But that's gonna be kind of impossible too. But then, it is also possible. Okay, stop the nonsense here. He was born on November 5th of 1855. And originally, he wasn't a socialist at all. In fact, he didn't even oppose capitalism in the beginning. He was a Democrat, at least he was taught to be. However, he was inspired by the works of Victor Hugo, who, according to Google, is a former senator of France. Well, that's kind of hard to believe, but who cares? So basically, he's French. And that's about it. So he was inspired by this guy's works and decided to go up and lead himself into some victory stuff. And so his political party's beliefs are kind of wonkers. He was a Democrat from the 1870s all the way to, well, the late 1890s, 1896 to be more precise. But then he became more of a social democracy guy from 1897 to 1898, just for 1 year. Then he became a social democrat from the years 1898 to 1901. And then he officially became a socialist from 1901 to 1926. Alright, so there goes when and what he believed in certain times of the political party that he was believing in. And so now let's get on with the next part, his presidential terms. Before we show the presidential maps, let me tell you which states he did. He ran 5 times, always as a socialist. From 1900, he voted in he also tried in 1904, then he tried in 1908, and then he tried in 1912, and then paused for like one election date, and then he tried in 1920, not trying out for 1916. Alright, let's show the election map. Here is his one in 1900. He got 0.6% of the popular vote. Although, that's one of the reasons why he definitely lost. McKinley won that election. And then here's his one in 1904, where he actually did way better. He had 3% of the popular vote. And, well, this time Roosevelt won. Teddy Roosevelt, obviously. And turns out the name Parker is in history. Who does that remind me of? Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. And here's his one in 1908, where he, well, didn't do as well as he did earlier in the election. He got 2.8% of the popular vote. In this election, Taft won, who was supposed to be 2.0 of Roosevelt, but then he was like his own complete own man. By the way, these guys were territory, so they didn't do anything at all. And then, yay, these 2 states were able to vote this time. Well, now the United States looks whole, minus Alaska and, well, Hawaii. This is the election of 1912, where he got 6.0% of the popular vote, which is the highest popular vote of any socialist party at all. in this one, because Roosevelt and Taft split the Republican vote, Roosevelt won a landslide majority, winning over 400 electoral votes, while Roosevelt got like 80 something and Taft something less than that. Eugene Debs was able to go fourth in place, by the way. And skip an election year. Wait, transmission? Did you completely forget about Debs v. United States? No, I didn't. Let me explain. So Debs v. United States is like something he did between transitions of the presidency, and this was when, he decided to speak against World War I. In his speech, I'm pretty sure I did that speech on this channel already. Anyways, in that speech that he said, he chose his words carefully and decided to really be really careful about what he said. And he didn't mention World War I, and he didn't criticize Wilson at all. Well, at least he kind of did, but not in the sense that we know. Anyways, he decided to do a lot of things, and that got him in trouble. The lower courts decided that he needed prison sentence. He sent it to the Supreme Court in Debs v. United States. And the United States voted 9-0 for Debs to become, prisoned. Well, if you choose it in the title version, then Debs got 0 votes and United States got 9. So Debs was sentenced to 10 years of imprisonment, which during his time was able to, run for president. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. He ran for president in 1920 while he was in prison. And he actually did surprisingly good, better than his second election. Like his second best election of all time, he got 3.4% of the popular vote. And why I'm coloring it back, because he's technically a socialist, but then again, he's in jail, so what? In this election, a Harding won. Boy, will I have to use these maps someday. However, in 1921, he was freed by the then president, Warren Harding! Yay! He was freed by Warren Harding! But time in prison took a toll on him, so he died shortly after, about 5 years after. He died on October 20th of 1921. And so yeah, he was only 70 years old. His body now rests at Highland Lawn Cemetery. Rest in peace, dirty socialist. Hope you guys enjoyed that episode. If you guys really did, check out these 2 videos too. See you guys soon. Shanan out. Peace. Dun-dun-dun.